live. Just keeping it up because consistency is key. I'm gonna try to stream like every other day, whether it be like my face or me playing video games. Just gonna keep it up because why not? This is something to do. I got some allergies today. I took some Reactin a while ago, but I don't know what's up. It's one day I'm fine, the next day there's something in the air that's just making me a sneeze bag. I just about sneezed. That's what just about happened a moment ago. I was really ready to sneeze. Anyway, took a walk over to my local brewery, my roastery, I guess. This place that makes just like, I guess it's called Third Wave Coffee these days. That's the new thing, and they're like really like fun and fruity and interesting flavors that I haven't even experienced before. So like they're managing to get like flavors out of beans without adding like like hazelnut coffee where they just like I don't know add some crap that makes it taste like hazelnut to it. This is actually like what the beans taste like, and I'm all about it. It's great. Like I've always loved coffee, and these like this new world. Oh, that was good. It was my first sip of this one, and that's outstanding. I am very happy. Like it's like 250 gram bag, and it's $30. And when you're paying that, you really want it to be a good cup of coffee. And mm, yeah, if you have access to a place called Zab ZAB, get their coffee. It's worth it because I haven't bought a bad bag from them, not one. Um, what's this one called? I'm gonna get the bag. I'm gonna tell everybody. I'm gonna tell the world about how great this coffee is because it's just. I'm really enjoying the experience. Elto, raspberry, guava, and Earl Grey. And that's it's a good combo. I'm liking it. Um, Took my dog there. They allow dogs into the cafe, which is great because then I don't have to like tie him up outside and worry that somebody's gonna steal him because he's so beautiful and friendly, and who wouldn't want to steal him, right? Because he's the best. Oh, that's good. Let's see. Today it's a nice one. It's a little bit cloudy, which is good because it's not like plus 30. Yesterday was plus 30 with like 75% humidity, and I did not want to exist. It was brutal. And even then, I still managed to do like, let's say, about 4 hours of walking with them. Went and checked out a job, did some measurements, did some quoting, blah, blah, blah. And it was close enough to me that I could walk. So it's always nice when I can like roll things up together and, take care of my dog while I'm also getting some work done. It's just for me, I enjoy efficiency, so it just makes sense to do that. Um, so yeah, I did that, and then took him for like another 2 hour walk in the evening when it finally the sun went down and it wasn't so hot. But my sleep was garbage. I've got this neighbor downstairs who he's got some addiction issues, and I think he's like on his shit right now because he was up out front of the building chatting with people and smoking cigarettes until at least 1:30 in the morning, and that smoke just comes right up and in through my window. And so every time I was almost asleep, he'd light another cigarette, and suddenly the cigarette smell was waking me up. And I don't know. It's sad. He's a nice guy. He's just got problems, and it's not like he was like being rowdy or ignorant or anything like that. It was all very like social chatting and being cool, but it was also keeping me up. So I have an air purifier, like a HEPA air purifier. I'll tonight. I think I'll just close the window, run that thing, and with any luck, I'll get a good sleep because I gotta get my sleep schedule readjusted because I got I got to get back at work on Monday after this last week of having time off, which has been nice. I do enjoy having time off because I rarely ever get it. But that was, you know, I ended up sleeping until like almost 10, which I never do. I'm like a 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning wake up person. So if I don't get my shit together by Monday, then I'll sleep in for my first day of this like really good big job that I'm doing. So burp. Hello, Mr. Andre WS. I'm not sure if I've got that correct, but that's what it looks like. How are you today? What are you doing Saturday? Let's see. So yeah, I was had bad sleep, but that's okay because I actually was also up and playing video games, and I enjoy that anyway. And it's funny, I used to be able to like I would just be up until like 2 in the morning all the time, just playing games, and then I'd go to sleep, and I'd sleep for like 3 or 4 hours, and I'd go to work, and it was fine. But now, I normally fall asleep at like 10. It's like I guess getting older does that to you. Just suddenly your entire way that you operate just changes, and it's a good thing. I actually really like getting up early and having the time to like um I'm sorry, Adam everywhere, that some punk stole your underwear at the gym. That is gross. um I hope that they are somebody that really needed some underwear and that yours were clean enough that they don't find it too unfortunate, but yeah. um Can you say hateful? Okay, this is KB Burdett. Can you say hateful things about Knox? He is mean and shoved me in a locker last year. Okay, Knox, I hope you get parvo. I know it's only supposed to be for dogs, but I would really like it if you had a disease that caused all of your internal organs to turn into liquid. Fuck you, Knox. Hey, H Security, how are you today? I'm enjoying some coffee, having a quick stream before my battery dies so that I can stay on top of this streaming thing. So yeah, I don't know. I was talking about something, but I forgot. But that's okay because this is all ephemeral moments that we just move through. Um, Thanks. Anything you want to know now that you have me able to like answer in full sentences in or even paragraphs. It is currently I'm in the same time zone as you. It's 11:56. Um, Branson. Oh, okay, so Kay Burdett says Branson is also mean. Punched you last year, but I did get a few uppercuts on him. Okay, well, I'm glad that you were able to stand up for yourself. I won't say anything bad about Branson because you've already taught them a lesson. Um, a tour of my place? Not right now. It is. I'm living in somebody else's place for another month, and this person is kind of a hoarder, and this place is, we've got like too much stuff, and once I have my own place and I have it set up the way that I want it, tours galore. But right now, no thanks. It's too chaotic in here. Um, I worked at the dysentery, so that's San Antonio's own. Worked at the dysentery. I think that's a disease and not a place. So did you maybe mean dispensary? Um, yes, I did have breakfast. Just my usual like toast and eggs, but I just bought some new coffee and I needed to try it out before heading back out again for the day. And this stuff's just outstanding. Mm, I'll show you if you're interested in coffee. This is like this third wave brewing that they're doing, and it's outstanding. This raspberry guava Earl Grey. Um, I am the biggest coffee snob you will ever meet. Um, I was supposed to say I came from Sanitrium. Unfortunately, if you're making a reference to a thing, they're San Antonio's own. It's flying over my head. I don't get it, which is sad. I like to be on top of things. If there's a new meme heading out there that people are supposed to know, please fill me in. How long do they give you to make phone calls at that psych hospital, according to Red Ryder BB Gun? I've had friends and family that had to stay at psychiatric hospitals, and they were able to make phone calls for as long as they wanted. It was never a problem. I used to call my uncle who was in because he had pretty intense schizophrenia, and he would talk to me for like 2 3 hours. Like he was a great uncle. He was my favorite uncle, honestly. He just there's a kindness. Like I've known a lot of people with schizophrenia, and there's this kindness that they have that most people don't have. Um, oh, you worked at the Senate Sanatorium? Okay, maybe sanitarium. What did you do at the sanitarium San Antonio's own? And is there even any sanitariums? I thought that was something that kind of ended with the end of like tuberculosis being a big problem. Well, so on the walk to the coffee shop this morning, I ran into Tulip's best friend in the whole wide world. I only ever see this dog with the husband though, and this time it was the wife walking the dog, and I don't think she like recognized us or knew. And so Mia, the other dog, was like so stoked. It was just like, it's my best friend. Let me go see him. And she was just like, we got it. She just like dragged him down the sidewalk, thinking that he was like reacting in a bad way, but or she. And I was kind of heartbroken about that. I was like, bye, Mia. And then she kind of stopped and she was like, oh, you know the dog's name, but she was already like half a block away. So maybe we'll run into each other again. But it's one of those Norwegian wolfhounds. I don't know if anybody watched the Olympics, but there was like one of the skiing events where this dog kind of came out and ran with the skiers, and it looks like a wolf. And this was the same breed. Absolutely, like that energy, like you could see in the video, like it's very similar energy. These dogs are all quite similar with each other, so a lot of fun. Yeah, I love that dog. It's also dichromatic. It's got one blue and one brown eye, which I haven't seen in person before on a dog. So it's pretty cool. Wonderful dog. If they ever, I've actually asked them like if they ever need a dog sitter, please just like let me know because I think having a few days of those two together would be like absolute bliss for them. They would you know, like they lay down on the ground. Like when it's snowy, they'll like lay down on the ground and just lick each other's faces. Like it's the really like after they've played and gotten really tired, they'll just like lay down each other and make out. It's pretty great. Hmm. Well, that's what I had to say about that, I guess. I went to look at a RAV4 that somebody was selling this week, and it was like rusted out, which was sad because I do want to have another RAV4. The one I had years ago was great, and I do need to replace my vehicle because the situation here for getting it registered is a little bit too much. They want too much. So if I just get a vehicle that's already registered here, oh, Tulip, come, look, what's this? No barking. Today I want to go around to some thrift shops, and I got to do some grocery shopping, and there is an ice cream place that I've been meaning to get to because it's just like honestly some of the best ice cream I've had. So today is my fun try to like expand my wardrobe and have ice cream day. That's pretty much it. Just a pretty chill day. So anyway, this RAV4, when I like go and take a look at it, the underside rusted out, like really brutal. And then I got to the front, and one of this like it connects the strut connects up into the bushing, and that piece was like cracked. It was just like a big crack in it. And so I'm like, well, that needs to go. And this is just like the first few minutes of me crawling around under there. And I was just like, sorry, guy, like, I'm not buying this car from you. Oh my God. What, just because I gave you one treat, now I got to give you more? Yeah, that's probably true. Let's show everybody how great you are about taking treats. Yes, you're so gentle and sweet. You want some more? And so he was like, okay, well, what if I sell you the vehicle for $1,500? And I'm like, you know what? There's mechanic shops here where you can rent the tools and you can kind of rent the space and you can do the work yourself. Um, so I thought about maybe doing it. So I was like, okay, $1,500, possible. Let's fire it up. So he goes, he gets in, he turns it on. I open up the hood, and there's just oil seeping all the way around the head gasket. And I was just like, nah, dude, it's too much, too much. And so he texts me this morning, and he's all, well, how about, like, I talked to my mechanic, and he said it would be $300 to replace for the labor for the head gasket, another $300 for the part. And I'm like, head gasket's like $80, dude. That's not the expensive part of the job. How about I sell it to you for 500? And I'm like, in 5 minutes, I saw two major glaring problems. I'm not buying a vehicle that, who else knows what's buried on this thing? So I'm just not gonna get back to him. Um, Yeah, no, exactly. That's why I was thinking about it. Like they last forever. The engine apparently only has 190,000 kilometers on it, but it's just, like I'm very much somebody who like I don't buy new vehicles, and this is very much like a personal choice. I don't want to reward the car companies for their absolutely unhinged behavior by buying something new. And if you can pick up something for like $2,000, $3,000 and maybe sink like a couple grand a year, or even like a grand at the most, because like I can do most of the work myself. um, you're far ahead because you don't have to get like the big insurance. You can get like the most cheapest insurance. You don't have like a payments every month. Like when you're paying like $300-400 a month at minimum for a lease, and then you're spending another $200 for insurance, like you're falling behind. You really are. Like over the years, like my current vehicle, I got it in 2019, and I literally exchanged it for labor to install a backsplash. I didn't pay it, and this thing has like I think I've spent maybe 3,000 on maintenance on it, like peanuts, absolute peanuts. And it's been absolutely wonderful vehicle for me. And if it wasn't for the fact that somebody stole my catalytic converter, and so I welded in a straight pipe. Um, and then there's like one of my front struts is not doing so good, and my clutch is starting to go, and the windshield needs to be replaced, and blah 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 blah. And I keep going, and I'd need to get an out of province inspection to get it registered here. I'm just I'm done with it. So I'm trying to find a good vehicle, an SUV preferably, for the price that I want, and it's just a matter of looking and looking and looking and looking. It'll come across. It's not like I'm desperate for a vehicle. My vehicle does work. Hopefully, I don't get pulled over, but I'm a very good driver, so I don't really get pulled over. Um, with any luck, things will work out soon. But yeah, vehicles, lots of fun. I do like cars. I like driving. I've done some pretty great road trips. I do I do want to find a vehicle soon because I really want to take a road trip to Prince Edward Island. I haven't been there yet, and now it's like a 12-hour drive from where I'm at. So that I can do in a day. That's easy enough. I might take it two just to like take it easy, but my dog has also not seen the Atlantic Ocean yet. He's been to the Pacific, and he's been on top of three mountains. But look at this face. Doesn't this dog deserve to see the Atlantic Ocean? So if anybody in the Montreal area knows of any good SUVs that I can buy for about $3,000, hit me up. Because I really want to get this done. Probably September is the plan for it. So It's so hot. I'm just dying. As you can hear, my little buddy's dying too. It's the humidity. It's like 75% humidity today, so endless. Oh well. I'm not complaining because I complain about the summer or the winter, so I'm not allowed to complain about the summer. I've never bought from an auction. I don't. I don't like how you don't have really a chance to really test a vehicle. You don't get to take it out for a ride. You don't get to like um, look the person in the eye. You know, I really, when I'm buying a vehicle, I also go off the vibe of the person that I'm buying from. And if they seem like somebody who's just like fastidious, has actually taken care of it, um, isn't just desperately trying to like foist the vehicle on me, like I like it when somebody doesn't want to budge on price because that means they know what they got and they don't want to like go any lower. But like auctions, I've been to some auctions and I've looked and it's not the right vibe for me. I don't know, but like maybe I could get a good deal. But it's all too quick, you know, and yeah, it's and you don't know where it's been. It could be like I've heard stories of people buying vehicles off of auction and finding like weapons and drugs and stuff inside their vehicles because they were like seized by the cops in like some kind of a drug thing. And if there's anything that's like kind of identifiable on a vehicle, you don't want somebody who knows that vehicle to like have anything to do with you, right? It's just too many weird factors. And but number one is that I don't get to know the owner, and um, also the chain of registration. You know, um, it's good to be able to like know that this vehicle has been registered and on the road and insured within the last year. You know, not just sitting somewhere waiting in a lot for whatever reason. All the seals drying out and the just general things that start to degrade because the vehicle isn't being run. I yeah I so that's my thing there. Um, but and I've bought a lot of vehicles over the years. Like I say, if I make it like 2 or 3 years on one of my used cars, then that's a win. The one I'm on right now has been 7 years, which is one of the best. But when I got it, I got lucky. It only had 125,000 on it, so I've since put like another 130 in that time. So it's definitely doesn't owe me anything at this point. Your fave cars were through auctions, no complaints. You seem to have knowledge of doing a pre-inspection on your own. Yeah, yeah, I do. Um, it's just having I grew up on the farm, and so we did all of our repairs and stuff ourselves, working on cars and ATVs and tractors and all that stuff. And so I had a really early and good education about that. And I might check out an auction now that you mention it because like things have been different. Because I've recently moved here, and there's definitely some cultural differences from where I came from. Um, and I should give that a look because I'm not having a lot of luck looking online, to be honest with you. And also, things have changed. Like since 2020, the used car market has gone completely sideways. It's a kind of a weird thing how you know what used to be like you could get a good car for $1,000 before 2020. You just could, and now anything that's $1,000 is ready for the heap. It's not worth it at all. So now I'm looking more in the 3,000 range. And I've seen good stuff that's listed, But as soon as I go to get it or like go to look at it, it's gone. They're gone in a minute. So yeah, um, no harm checking it out. Yeah, I'll look it up. I'll see what the next one is because I really by the end of this month, I really want to have new vehicle to kind of go with my new home and have everything just kind of be ready to start this next chapter. Yeah, because oof, my living situation has been interesting for sure. Living with a hoarder when you're not a hoarder is it's difficult, but she's a great person and she wanted to bring me in so that I could have this suite that's opening up next door. Um, and then she's giving me a really good deal on I'm a renter. I'm never going to buy a house. That's not in the cards for me. I did buy a house once, but then the person I married ran off with a coworker, and that all fell apart. And I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to do it again. Um, but once I get into my own place, they're giving me like a really good deal on rent. I've got a bunch of storage place for my tools, and they're giving me a big discount for just doing like general handy person stuff around the building. So I can't complain. I'm in like one of the hippest parts of town with just like amazing everything within walking distance. Like I've got three bakeries that are all just top tier that are within a 5 minute walk of my house. One of the nicest farmers market is a 10 minutes walk away. It's just, yeah, the quality of life here is worth it. Um, how far, you know what? I actually don't know, but there's cops everywhere in this town, so that's not much of a problem. And I'm not too worried about the cops either. Like, I I don't really have too many interactions with them, and they don't have any reason to interact with me. It's an interesting question, Callie, to find out how far I live from the police station, though. Why did you ask that? I have a giant dog, so I'm okay with the surveillance cameras thing. Um, it sounds like you're casing me here, but don't worry, I don't have anything worth stealing. I live a simple life. All my tools are like 20 years old and very well worn. No, I'm not a deep sleeper. I'm a light sleeper. And also, I have a giant dog. So, good luck. You know what? No, that's another thing. I worked. I'm old. I'm a lot older than I look, and my organs are definitely not worth taking. I did a lot of drugs for a long time, so um, I've never seen that before. That's funny. Oh, I live with 17 people. This place is just jam packed with people. We got like hammocks set up in the living room so that everybody has a place to sleep. So lots of organs for you to come harvest. Um, did you or do you take self-defense classes? I didn't have to. I grew up in a rural place and I'm a trans person, so I had to learn how to fight. It's unnecessary to lock the windows nowadays. Yeah, no, like seriously, I'm not scared. Like I've had an interesting life, and if anybody wants to step up, go for it, because I'm strong and I'm got a level head. So try it. Oh, I hate confined spaces. I had this job once where I had to fix a swimming pool, and I was the only one that was willing to do it. They stuck me on, like those carts that mechanics use to roll underneath a vehicle. There was this like little crawl space that goes around the skirting of the pool underneath, and there was a crack that they needed to have patched when the pool was drained out. And they did the patching on the outside or in the inside of the pool, but they needed to have some epoxy put on the outside. And so I was the one that was sent in. I had a little headlight on my head. I got onto that little mechanics cart. They tied a rope to my ankle, and I just rolled myself down into this tiny hole with a little flashlight on my head, and I put the epoxy on. And I hated every minute of it. It sucked. So I would prefer not to be in a small place like a closet. It's right above the stove, which is actually kind of terrifying. I don't know why it's set up like that. Um, the these places here, they're old. This is like 100-year-old building, and things are not set up in a way that are. But you have to go through the house to get to it, and you have to be in here. So, my YouTube. You know what? It's funny. I used to run like I was managing a tile warehouse like 20 years ago. This is kind of how I ended up being into trades. And there's one tile company called Ser. They're, I think, Spanish. And one of the colors is Marfil, which is like a creamy white. And there was like a joke around the warehouse that it sounded like a royal person's or like a knight's name, like Sir Marfil. And so when I set up this account 20 years ago, I just put Sir Marfil because I thought it was funny. Oh, well, thanks, Callie. I appreciate you asking questions to make sure I'm safe. I'm certain I'm safe. I'm really not concerned about anybody coming for me because, honestly, if they did, it'd probably do me a favor. Oh, I'm 5'11", if you want to know. I can tell you that. I'm 5'11" and 200 pounds. But my place is kind of a chaos place, and I don't really like where I'm living at the moment. So I'm not going to give you a big view of the place. You got to continue the process, huh? Let's let's take a look at your profile here. Oh, one of those. Okay. I don't need them. I got these. But I do have knives, and I do have knowledge, and I have a big, big dog that is very protective. He loves me. He loves me so much, and I know for a fact he protect me because he has had the opportunity to, and he has stood up for me. How often do I smell towels? Honestly, I smell them pretty frequently. I don't like a dirty towel, and before I use my towel, like before I get in the shower, I take a sniff. Yeah, thanks for popping in. I'm probably not going to be on much longer either because my battery's already at 20%. So I just figured I'd pop in for a little and do the thing to keep doing the thing, right? And also get thinly veiled threats. I'm not worried about you, Callie. Like I don't know you, and if you come, there won't be any connection. You know what I'm saying? The cops won't be able to find out what happened. Yeah, I should probably get going. I'm worried. Oh, I'm worried. Don't worry. I've dealt with weirdos. Uh, Peace, Callie. Peace, H Security. Peace, the third person who is lurking and not talking. I appreciate everybody.